Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. All right, welcome everyone to another episode of the Nostalgia Test Podcast. I'm Dan Dissinger here in LA. I'm here with my co-host and longtime friend, Manny Coelho in New York. Manny, how are you doing tonight?
Whew, I'm good to go, man. Cannot wait to jump right into this crazy list. Love the list. First, I got to say, if this is your first time chiming in to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, this is a podcast where two longtime friends, Dan and I, Manny and Danny, Dan and Man, we put our pop culture past to the test, which we like to call the Nostalgia Test. And what does that mean? That means, all right, most things are going to be nostalgic. We get it. We understand. They're going to make us think about things that we liked when we were younger. But we want to know whether or not they passed that test, that they're still awesome now, that we would consider watching, listening, playing with, buying, whatever it may be. It goes from Poggle balls to movies to TV shows to stuff like this, like what we're about to do. And we decide whether or not it passes the test. Not you, we do. But we'd like to hear everything that you guys have to say about our test and whether you agree with us or not. So be sure to subscribe, like, follow, share, and reply to the newsletter. Write us a letter. Tell us what you want to be tested.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to know what you want to hear us put to the Nostalgia Test. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Nostalgia Test and on Twitter at Nostalgia Test, and tell us what's up. Say hello, give us some feedback, join the conversation, join the Nostalgia Test revolution, or you can just hit us up with our email, thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. We love, send us your feedback, send us some, fan mail. Does that still exist? But Manny,
all right,
today's
a list day. It's a list day. We're putting five, I guess you could just call them action drama TV shows. Like, is that what you would call this? Most of them, right?
I think
they're dramatic and there's action.
Yeah.
There's some, we're putting just the intros to the test.
Okay. So
we're going to talk about the show and maybe do a quick test on that and not really get into it, but kind of think about what we think would pass. And then if it has to get a deeper dive, if some of our fans want us to go deeper and to really put them to the test, we could do that. But this is going to kind of be like the sitcom intro where we're really doing the test of the intro.
Yeah,
but the setup of the show.
I think the difference between this and the sitcom theme intro and the cartoon theme intro that we did, so check those out, everybody, is with the action drama shows that we did from the 80s, basically. Baywatch, 80s, 90s, it's like right on the cusp.
Yeah.
Is the opening imagery is super important. Do you know what I mean?
Super.
I feel like we have to also put that in there too, because it doesn't, like with cartoon themes and especially with sitcom themes, the imagery doesn't matter. It's just the people. It's like this person, that person, this person, that person. But in the action ones, it sets it up, and it totally sets the vibe. So I think we do have to put that into the discussion. Yeah,
absolutely. And if you guys, Dan probably put it in the notes. Yeah. Check out all the links that he puts in the notes so you could follow along and see what the hell we're talking about. Because we're going to be describing shit that we're looking at, and you may not. You're like, "What the hell are we talking about? This is a podcast." But guess what? We're letting you get involved with us. Go online. So we just told you it's the A-Team, Knight Rider, Baywatch, Miami Vice, and MacGyver. We're putting those intros to the test. The first one I want to start with is by far, to me, the worst one. Does not do any setup at all. Doesn't really have a great theme song. I guess it's just sound. Is Miami Vice. I thought this was going to show you the show.
I was
Who's in it? Couldn't wait to watch this. Like, all right, man. I never really watched Miami Vice. I kind of heard of, the people that were in it, and that was it. Like, I didn't really know much about Miami Vice. I know that they try to revamp the show and they did a movie. I think Jamie Foxx was in the movie.
Yeah. Just a little bit about Miami Vice.
Go ahead.
I move away from what the opening theme looked like because I almost lost my mind because flamingos. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Miami Vice is an American crime drama television series created by Anthony Yerkovich and produced by Michael Mann for NBC. The series starred Don Johnson as James Sonny Crockett and Philip Michael Thomas as Ricardo Rico Tubbs. All right, I just have to stop for a
those
second.
names are phenomenal.
Why? What's happening in the 80s that names are just insane? Like these
Insane.
are anyway, they're two Metro-Dade Police Department detectives working undercover in Miami, which they don't look undercover. And the series ran for 5 seasons on NBC from September 6, 1984 to January 25th, 1990. The USA Network began airing reruns in 1988. Yeah, and there was a film adaptation which was released July 28th, 2006. There was 112 episodes of this show, and Manny, this opener is just flamingos right away.
Yeah, no, this opener is not a good opener, man. Like when I say classic opener to like these kind of like shows, you set like, why isn't Don Johnson in a shot? Why isn't, what was the other guy's name?
Hold on. I'm just watching it. I'm dying. The guy's playing highlight.
I mean,
who plays highlight?
Yeah, why? I mean, I get what they're doing, but
Philip Michael Thomas
and Don Johnson should have been in these opening shots of them on the boat or something. But no, instead you start off flamingos running.
Flamingos.
It's high amped like song, whatever the song is. It's like and they cut and there's like waves. Miami Vice comes up, glowing sign. Okay, we get the colors. Love the 80s colors. Got it. Yeah. Now, all right, where's Don Johnson? Where's the scenes of like cop stuff going on? Nothing. We got Highline. We got a girl in a bikini. Starring Don Johnson in letters. Then a racetrack. Okay, so they're just showing you the money, the fame of Miami, the skyscrapers, the hotels, the resorts, the beach, but nothing about what the show is going to be.
No, and I never. Okay, first of all,
dog racing.
Yeah, who goes to the dog? That doesn't exist I mean, it does exist probably in some places.
No, it does.
Like, horse racing, dog track, flamingos. Really weird shot of that woman in a bikini. I mean, that was kind of unsettling. Like just like a really creepy shot of her boobs. And then the two girls like walking off like in their bathing suits. And then it's ocean and skyscraper Miami Vice. It's just like,
boom.
What is this? And the song sounds like the beginning or end. It's almost like the end of what was a really shitty video game.
Yes. like Streets of Rage or something like that.
Yes, it's like some level maybe on Streets of Rage or something, or the end of Streets of Rage on where it's like and then they put like, all the credits.
I know, and then it has like the scene of of the buildings again, and then like one night shot, just one night shot, right? But you still have no idea what this show is.
No,
right? So if you're first tuning in, you're like, what is this that I'm watching? Like it's starring Don Johnson. So you got to know who Don Johnson is. But like the show is about how like these good looking cops, right? So like, why don't you have them in there?
They're not good looking though.
Well, I don't know. I'm saying back then they were, I guess they were heartthrobs or something.
I know. But that's what I mean. Like everyone's supposed to be really good looking in this show. And I'm like, no, nothing looks good in this show. It all looks really kind of weird and not sunny. It kind of looks cloudy. Like I'm like they couldn't get a sunny day in Miami. Like it was just so weird. I don't know. I was off put by the whole thing. I mean, did you watch this show?
No, I didn't. Maybe my mom did. I don't know. I heard how great this show was. I don't remember watching this. Maybe, I don't know, dude, not enough that I remembered about it.
But highlight. Why highlight?
Because I guess they're dealing with criminals like gambling, drugs. Maybe you gambled on highlight. Everything has to do with like shit that happens in Florida. So Like maybe there was like some drug running that happened at the dog, the highlight on the dog track and the racetrack. It all has to do with the criminal mind, right?
Yeah.
So like boats and this and that, drug cartels, and, so I guess that's what they're showing. But I would have liked to seen like action shots of what the show is about.
Me too.
And maybe this was just the original intro and not like later on.
I looked up some of that and I was trying to maybe I got the wrong intro, but I still couldn't. No, it was the right intro. I mean, it was definitely the right intro. I mean,
yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
It wasn't a good intro. Mean, I'll tell you, we shouldn't even stay long on this one because it's just whack. I have nothing else to say. And I'm just going to tell you that it doesn't even pass the test. It didn't remind me of the show.
No.
It's crap. This is a like C-rated production.
And I know we're going to get killed for this on
sure.
on Instagram
Good.
and on Twitter and stuff like that.
Go ahead.
I agree. I hated this song. I looked at the opener was just like weird and ugly. And I was just like, this is supposed to make me want to watch the show.
The cuts were terrible.
Flamingos? Like, I don't care. Like, and those flamingos look sick. They look like they had like some sort of disease.
And then there was like kind of like a Law and Order, like, dum. And like they go into like the dark shot.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, cool. Give me more of that. But, we should go back and tell them, go back in time, talk to Marty McFly, tell them to go back in time. Let's help out these guys on their intro.
Go talk to what, Michael Mann?
And it lasted 5 seasons. So I don't know. Maybe we're wrong on this one, but I'm saying it doesn't pass.
I'm definitely, I'm right there with you. It doesn't pass the nostalgia test. I mean, I don't know if
It's not even nostalgic.
It's not even nostalgic. I mean,
didn't make me feel anything.
I mean, maybe it's bad on our part. People, we're not experts. We're just saying, like, for us, this is just bad. I'm not revisiting this ever again.
No, fuck this. I'm done.
Oh, hot take on Miami Vice. Sorry, Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, but you probably did way more better things, but this was not one of them. Sorry.
I mean, it probably kicked off their career, so good for them.
Absolutely.
It made good thing. You should have maybe had them put in the contract to get a better intro.
They could have done something. I mean, they could have had a way better intro. This is just a trash intro. I mean, the font was bad. Everything was bad. The whole thing.
Nothing great. Only the Miami Vice part was good, and everybody uses that now. Okay, move on. Exactly. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Moving on.
Okay.
God.
The other ones coming up, we could just do whatever because I like them all. So,
all right. So why don't we do? Let's just go right into MacGyver then. Because I feel like if we do MacGyver, we have like 18 Knight Rider and Baywatch left, and those are just like.
Oh yeah, but dude, MacGyver. Oh, I mean, first of all, was this guy like the modern Indiana Jones? Like, was it kind of? I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah,
and I gotta tell you, I dived into a little bit of the show.
Yeah,
watching this YouTube intro, and there was a scene. This guy's genius. This guy's genius. This is great. First of all, okay, the show's called MacGyver. If you hadn't watched it, people still use that term. Back in the day, it was like, what are you, MacGyver? Like when you were able to do something with another object that wasn't meant for that thing, you were called MacGyver. That's how good this show was. That's how in pop culture this show was. Like, was he a detective? Let's hear the facts. Let's hear the
facts. Okay, first of all, okay, hold on. This is so funny. So MacGyver, Angus Mac MacGyver is the title character and the protagonist in the TV series MacGyver. He's played by Richard Dean Anderson in the 1985 original series. Now, he is... Now, wait, maybe I got hold on a second. Was that just for the guy or the show? Oh, here's the show. So they actually have a whole Wikipedia page just on the guy MacGyver. Sorry.
I mean, it was a guy. It was just one dude, man. This show was based around this one guy.
MacGyver.
Everyone else was a starring, like featuring. This guy was starring just.
139 episodes, 2 TV films, 7 seasons. MacGyver is an American action adventure television series created by Lee David Zlotkoff and starring Richard Dean Anderson as the title character. Henry Winkler and John Rich were the executive producers. Well, there we go. Because you could say, like, the Fonz was not MacGyver, but he was like a cool guy like MacGyver. He could just do anything. He made that jukebox work when he hit it. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. So the series follows the adventures of Angus MacGyver, a secret agent armed with remarkable scientific resourcefulness to solve almost any problem out in the field using mundane materials at hand. So he was a one-guy secret agent. So he had 2 television movies, MacGyver, Lost Treasure of Atlantis, and MacGyver, Trail to Doomsday. And they aired on ABC in 1994. A spin-off series, Young MacGyver, was planned in 2003, but only the pilot was made. Merchandise for MacGyver includes games, toys, print media, and original audio series. A reboot series of the same name premiered on September 23rd, 2016 on CBS, which today owns the rights to the series through his acquisition of the original Paramount Television. So there you go. Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow.
First of all, intro.
Whoa, dude. Okay, go. I'm sorry. I just came across the craziest fact.
All right, we'll get into that.
Go.
The intro. I'm not really sure I like the music that's going on. It's fine, right? It's like almost like Chip and Dale.
Totally.
Right? And like it's just cuts of. See, why I like it is the intro is showing you everything that this guy can do.
Yeah.
This guy is a one-stop shop. MacGyver. Like
he's unbelievable.
He's doing everything. Kind of almost looks like Kevin Bacon at one point. One of the best shots is like when it's starring him, it's like he looks up and he touches the wing of the plane and it's like starring Richard D. Anderson. I'm like, yes.
But he's doing the craziest shit in this opener. Like he jumps on that raft and totally misses it. And then like he shoots something that looks like a pen and it like blows up the table or something. I mean,
it's a great opener, man.
Why is he eating an ice cream cone?
Because he's human. He's not just, a genius of coming up with different things. Dude, it almost sounds like Chip and Dale's.
It actually does. It really does. Oh my God, he is hilarious.
There's no sound, like there's no like people singing. No. It's just the jingle. This is high energy. This guy is going to get you out of a situation with his mind and body and eating ice cream. Dude,
you have to listen to some of this, though. The plot, like when they break down the plot on Wikipedia.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's basically, the show follows secret agent Angus MacGyver, played by Richard Dean Anderson, who works as a troubleshooter for the fictional Phoenix Foundation in Los Angeles as an agent for a fictional United States government agency, the Department of External Services. Educated as a scientist in physics at Western Tech Hell Week, MacGyver served in the U.S. Army Special Forces as a bomb team technician during Vietnam. He is resourceful and possessing an encyclopedic knowledge of the physical sciences. He solves complex problems by making things out of ordinary objects, along with his ever-present Swiss Army knife, duct tape, and occasionally matches. So duct tape, again, I don't know. I'm saying again, just because in my life, duct tape is quite possibly one of the most important tools on the planet.
Bro, it's like the number one engineering tool ever. That and WD-40. That's all you need.
Yeah. I mean, he favors nonviolent resolutions and prefers not to handle firearms due to the accidental shooting death of one of his friends when he was 12. Jesus. Oh. Okay, wait a second.
That's a serious thing. So that's why he doesn't use firearms.
That's right. But he blows shit up all over the place.
Sure.
So people are dying in this show, but he's just not shooting them.
Because he doesn't want to accidentally do something. He purposely wants to do something.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, oh God, amazing. I mean, this show is really, I mean, look, say what you want about Miami Vice. Like everyone's going to be like, it's an iconic show. MacGyver definitely has way more. Like you said, we use that phrase right now. like, oh man, total MacGyver. And that's part of it. The duct tape. I feel like seeing the duct tape, like possibly this show made duct tape. I mean, probably was already important, but this elevated the idea of like duct tape can do anything.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, come on.
It was probably like the best commercial for duct tape.
Yeah. I mean, duct tape was like, we need to get in on that MacGyver, in that MacGyver audience. People are trying to build stuff. Let's get them duct tape. And Swiss Army knife. They parodied this on SNL with MacGruber, which that's an amazing parody. I will say this though, like you said, the music is really cheesy as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, it's cheese beyond cheese, right? But the opening with the images at least lets you know what the show is.
absolutely. Intro is a great intro visually, not such a great intro musically. It probably reminds you what the song is catchy enough that you'd be like, oh, that's MacGyver. It's on. Like if you're in another room and you hear it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But like you have to watch the intro. You have to watch it to like really be like, oh, this is what the show is going to be. Like he's always getting into close calls. He seems like he's doing a lot of things with his hands. And like, yeah, I mean, I think it's great. I think it's a good intro.
And I think he's like, you see him, Richard Dean Anderson. I mean, he's a charming character. I mean, he's hilarious. I mean, you see him and you're right. When he puts his arm on the wing of the plane, like, hey, it's just like, I want to see that show. Like, I want to watch this guy blow things up. It's kind of like Columbo, right? Where like you see the character in Columbo and you're like, all right, I like this guy. This guy's always wearing a trench coat. No wonder it's 110 degrees out. He's wearing a trench coat. And this guy is just like, yeah, I just blew up an entire, army base. But hey, let's get some ice cream.
No, he's great. He fits right in. Now, the question is whether or not it passes the test.
This is
I would say I'm kind of into like, let's say that I'm done watching all these shows that I need to catch up on. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to see MacGyver. Just kind of look at it. Like it's probably a bad show. Like it's probably bad. It's probably cheesy as hell. But I think it passes the test. I think it's a good intro, as in like give me the information that I need about the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But what holds it that it almost doesn't pass could be the fact that it's not super catchy.
You know what the problem is with this one is that he himself super awesome, right? You see MacGyver running around doing his thing. I love that part. That's where to me I'm like, oh yeah, that definitely to me passes the nostalgia test. But like you said, what brings it back to that question is that the music is again almost like really bad video game music with no words.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, if there was some words, but then again, what kind of lyrics are you going to give MacGyver? Because there's another song, there's another theme we're going to do in here, like the A-Team. There are no words in the A-Team song.
Yeah, there are.
There is narration.
Well, the narration.
Right. So maybe
that's what they could have done.
Yes. Like, why not?
They could have done it like, if there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook. Check out the hook while MacGyver for the ball sit. I don't know. So, yeah, I think it's maybe it doesn't pass the test. I think I'm gonna take mine back right away. I'm gonna say that it's nostalgic. It's a good one, but the song doesn't really put it over the edge for me.
No, it's totally nostalgic. I definitely love the whole MacGyver thing and the opener and stuff like that, but it doesn't pass the nostalgia test. It is in like, it's endearingly in nostalgia. Like it is nostalgic and that's fine. And I love that.
No, this guy, I love this. I mean, I'll check out the show and I think they might I would agree that they should do like a reboot of this show.
But it's again, like, gotta be careful.
If it's done right. I know you have to be careful. But if you get the right guy who can basically just have starring this dude and featuring like people just come on all the time and just the right kind of cheesiness, I think you can make it work. All right.
I think you can.
So we're just saying it's nostalgic. It doesn't really pass the test.
It doesn't pass the test. It's just nostalgic, but definitely, props to Richard Dean Anderson and MacGyver. I mean, it's still awesome. But.
Dude came up with your own term. Like there was even like, the person who smokes weed could be a MacGyver if he builds bombs. That's how far I went into. So
totally
all right,
that's hilarious.
Half baked. All right, so man. Next one, I'm gonna say it's the A-Team.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now, holy nostalgia,
dude. Seriously, I mean, one of the most unbelievable icon. Oh my God, one of the most iconic fucking openers,
dude. Without the narration, this sucks. Right? It's not bad, but it's. I mean, no, I don't want to say it sucks because just the do 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 do. I'm probably doing a shitty job with it, but either way, that alone you get right. You remember that's as catchy as like a sitcom, right? But right before that, this narration, with the helicopter,
dude,
1972.
I'm transfixed by this opener.
Let's not forget they promptly escape a maximum prison facility. These guys are fugitives.
Mr. T is in this. I love it.
If you have a problem and you could find them, that's the thing. If you have a problem and you could find them, you can have the A-Team.
But of course you can find them. They destroy everything.
Dude, I think it's great. The best part is it's an ensemble cast.
Love it.
And they're like, there's funniness to, there's comic relief to it.
Yeah.
There's action. There's close-ups. It's like starring George as starring. And like, it's so great. Like so cheesy. Guys just pointing and like, do. It almost was like, G.I. Joe meets, comic relief.
It was. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was, first of all, the one thing I'm definitely a little annoyed at is that this show had less episodes than Miami Vice. There's only 98 episodes, 5 seasons, 98 episodes of the A-Team. Just for everyone, the A-Team is an American action adventure television series that ran on NBC from 1983 to 1987 about former members of a fictitious United States Army Special Forces unit. The members, after being court-martialed for a crime they didn't commit, escaped from military prison and, while still on the run, worked as soldiers of fortune. The series was created by Stephen J. Cannell and Frank Lupo. The feature film based on the series was released in 2010. Now, in that movie had Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper, Jessica Biel, Quentin Jackson, Charlton Copley, Patrick Wilson. So that movie didn't really do too well.
No.
So I don't really remember it.
I kind of do, but I mean, the A-Team this is nothing but great.
I love the
A-Team. Little shots of all the different characters that they play.
Yes.
The guy who's like the good looking guy, he can't get dirt. He's like, face.
Face man.
Freaking Mr. T.
Dude, everyone had like their like a nickname, like Templeton Faceman Peck, H.M. Hallen Mad Murdoch, B.A. Baracus, and then John Hannibal Smith. And that guy always smoked a cigar. All the time. And I'm just like, these guys are like the most characters of characters of all time.
Yeah.
And everything blew up. They rode in a van that never got caught. I mean, and no one really died in these shows. It was just like, oh, whatever, things blow up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love the A-Team. Love the A-Team.
It was a great show.
Great show.
Fantastic. Nothing bad to say.
No. And the opener was amazing.
Yeah, no, the opener was great. It's catchy. You remember it. It's nostalgic. It's awesome. I actually think it passes flying colors. I think it's perfect cheesiness. I haven't seen a show in a while. I'm sure it's 80 as fuck. It's explosions. I mean, think about for a TV show,
Dude,
they had a lot of stunts. There's cars that flipped constantly.
I just want to say this. So after the narration, it's like 18. The first image is the car not blowing up. There's an explosion and it twists and flips.
Yeah.
Back on. I mean, that's how this starts. Like bumping up, bump.
No, it's fantastic, dude.
It's like we're going all out on this, everybody. We're not holding back.
The budget was just that they probably had to cut the seasons because there's too much to pay for.
Oh my God. Helicopters, Jeeps, tanks. I mean,
yeah, it's supercharged MacGyver.
Oh my God, dude. It's like Roadhouse-esque craziness. They took whatever Roadhouse did and they're like, all right, now let's have an ensemble. And they're just in a van and they just travel around and they're not coolers, they're mercenaries. And it's literally just Roadhouse with guns and like tanks and helicopters.
With some comic relief.
So it's literally Roadhouse. Roadhouse actually
Mr. T
is
is so funny.
Oh, dude. Unbelievable that he
The fact that Mr. T is in it is great.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know if that guy even smoked those cigars. I feel like he just held them in his mouth.
Yeah.
And his name was Hannibal.
It was a great name. I say reboot this tomorrow. Get this thing going. But don't mess up the song. Like the intro's got to be it.
Keep the song.
Everything about it.
Yeah. If you reboot this as a show, you literally need people on it that are up and coming actors because they're going to chew the hell out of the scenery and they're just going to do what these guys did. Like, it's just like, this is what it is. Let's go for it.
Yeah. You can't have anybody that is known.
No, you can't.
It has to be just good B actors.
Yeah.
That want to be serious, but
there's one old guy. Like an old guy and a bunch of and 3 younger dudes.
Love it. Let's do it. I think it should happen.
Same song. Don't even
same narrator. Don't even change it.
Don't change it. Everything's the same. It's just different actors and I don't know, just like continued the story or I don't know how this series ended, but like I don't care. It doesn't matter. They're animated.
No, they're animated. Don't even talk about it that as new people.
No, just pick up.
Just pick up 99. From exactly.
We're just picking up where we left off. We're literally that's it. Here we go, and it's it. No question. Everyone's like,
don't even change. Just pop in scenes of the new people, but like don't change the helicopter and them coming down and leaving the helicopter, and then the guy saying like, and if you could find them, hire the A-team. I need to remind everybody, if you're listening and you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the podcast, like, share, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter, comment, let us know what you would like us to test, and let us know if you agree with all the other tests.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, dude. Rick James guest starred on this.
Fantastic.
Rick James, Joe Namath, Pat Sajak from Wheel of Fortune and Vanna White, Hulk Hogan, Isaac Hayes, Boy George. Dude, there was a lot of people in like guest starred on the A-team.
So what's the test? What's your
I'll do the passes.
Passes.
I have 0
flying colors
problem saying that this passes. This is an unbelievable song. It's an unbelievable opener. And it needs to just, here we go. Bringing back the A-Team 2006. Oh, they said, I read that already. Oh, yeah. Oh, the reboot series. In September 2015, Fox announced that they were developing a reboot A-Team with Chris Morgan as executive producer with Cannell's daughter and Albert Kim writing. The team is to be made up of both male and female characters.
Love it.
Ronda Rousey's going to be in that.
Yeah,
they have.
Definitely.
Well, Manny, what about you?
I'm saying it passes. It's a great intro. Let's keep playing it. Love it.
Wow.
Next one. It's another great catchy one.
Hit me.
I'm going to say Knight Rider.
Oh God. Now, I've been humming this song all fucking day. I mean,
another one with a voiceover.
Yeah.
A song.
Unbelievable. I feel like someone definitely sampled this. I feel like this has been sampled for like a bunch of hip hop songs or something.
Oh yeah. I feel like
okay. I can't deal with this anymore. This show is awesome. It only had 4 seasons and 90 episodes. How is that possible?
Maybe because the actors had to go do something else. They like got big enough to go do other things.
Fine.
That's all I think it might have been. The best part, this intro, it just loops this song.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Oh, love it. No, no lyrics, and that's fine. I mean, I think most of these, except for one, has lyrics. I mean, this show is just crazy. I remember watching this show when I was a kid, and I would watch it at, my grandparents' house or my uncle's house or something like that, or if it was on TV. This show was just crazy. I was obsessed with this show.
Oh, this is a great show. The intro is great. Has the shot of the Corvette, the narration of like the man who doesn't exist, the car, Kit, right?
Yeah,
Kit, the car.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing. It's great. What's the story of this show?
This is the craziest show of all time. First of all,
go ahead.
Knight Rider is an American action crime drama television series created and produced by Glenn A. Larson. The series was originally broadcast on NBC from 1982 to 1986. It stars David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight, a high-tech modern crime fighter assisted by Kit, an advanced artificially intelligent, self-aware, and nearly indestructible talking car. This is the last series Larson devised at Universal Television before he moved to 20th Century Fox. Now, the plot is a self-made billionaire, Wilton Knight, rescues police detective Lieutenant Michael Arthur Long after a near-fatal shot to the face. Oh, giving him a new identity by plastic surgery and a new name, Michael Knight. Wilton selects Michael to be the primary field agent in the pilot program of his public justice organization, the Foundation for Law and Government, FLAG. The other half of this pilot program is the Knight Industries 2000, KIT. So KIT stands for Knight Industries 2000. A heavily modified, technologically advanced Pontiac Firebird Trans Am with numerous features, including an extremely durable shell and frame, controlled by a computer with talking artificial intelligence. Michael and Kit are brought in during situations where direct action might provide the only feasible solution. So he's RoboCop.
I was just going to say that. I was like, dude's RoboCop. Had no idea that was the story.
No.
Okay. Like, how would you know?
They don't. I mean, you'd actually probably have to watch the
maybe like the pilot episode. Yeah.
Wow,
dude,
that's crazy.
Great show. He's almost kind of also like Batman. But he's not the billionaire. The other guy is.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was like created by the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like.
But what makes him so great, other than the car? I guess he's a good cop. So he's a good like fighter, because the show is just based like you really just love Kit on the show. I mean, Hasselhoff is Hasselhoff and it's fantastically Hasselhoff, but
he's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I guess he also like plays a big role on this, but like most of it is like seen through Kit's eyes or Kit's TV screen.
The car.
The car.
Yeah.
The car was the major part of the show.
And it's so funny that like they talk to each other. They have like this like friendship, and he, calls out to him, and the car does all of these things to like help him out. Without the car, he's just a guy who got shot in the face. Yeah,
I mean, some holes in these plots.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it is 80s.
Dude.
And it is awesome.
The theme from Knight Rider has been sampled 37 times. Has been sampled in 37 songs.
Wow. Holy nostalgia.
Turn It Up remix, Fire It Up by Busta Rhymes. Clock Strikes remix by Timbaland and Magoo featuring Mad Skills. IEAIAIO by System of a Down. How Many Licks by Lil Kim featuring Cisco, and it goes on and on. Echo by Sierra. I mean, Rhythm of Life by CeeLo Green. I mean, it's crazy.
It's a great sample. Oh. Dude, this intro is one of the better catchiest ones. I don't even care what the guy has to say.
No, I don't care.
Like the narration in the A-Team is better. The theme song itself is what makes this.
Dude.
And the shots of the car, just doing car things.
I was watching some clips from the show. Actually, no, the show was on the other day. I was watching it on TV. When he goes fast, this car goes like over 200 miles an hour.
I know. He's going as fast as like shit goes in like iRobot. Yeah, it's going quick.
Yeah, and I don't think a Trans Am had that great of handling. I think it's like that thing would have spun out of control and exploded in episode 1.
But it was like a makeover Trans Am, so.
Yeah, and it was indestructible. That thing was like an indestructible tank.
No, dude. That was a great car. It was a great intro. Well, it's great because we're about to, let's test it. Obviously, we don't even have to. The audience knows, like, we both like this. It definitely passes the test so far as the best one, the catchiest one.
I want to just listen to this music. And there's a cool album by an artist called Kavinsky, Kavinsky. And it's an album called Night Call. And it's like this guy who dies and then his spirit is in the car. And the music is literally like straight out of Knight Rider.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You would like this, Manny. You would love this shit. It's like, right. I think you would like this music.
And that's the Nostalgia Test Tangent.
Yeah, if you like our tangents, you'll love all the stuff that we put on Instagram. I mean, because they're like tangents themselves. So definitely follow us on @ the Nostalgia Test on Instagram. It's like we have some good stuff up there.
Like, review, subscribe, and share. Yeah. Please, guys. That's the only way we keep going. Everybody finds out about us. If you like us, please review us. Give us a good review, 5-star review. Pass it along. Share our tangents.
But Knight Rider theme song definitely passes the Nostalgia Test. With 37 samples, I mean, come on.
No question about it. It passes. Ooh. Now, another Hasselhoff hit.
And this
Hasselhoff's movie. Oh my God. This is, I don't even, yes. Do.
Oh. I can't even because it's
drums. Dude, this is a great intro. We're talking about Baywatch, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if you don't know,
Baywatch.
This is what Point Break needed at the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah, man. Do you know that I believe that the way he sold this show to producers was just the intro?
What?
Like, hey, we're going to do... Yeah, because it was just like shots of like beautiful people running on the beach. Like, the show didn't even have to have any meaning.
No. The show... No.
This is what Miami Vice needed.
Yes. This is exactly what Miami Vice needed. It needed something. Oh
okay,
my
Dan,
God.
Before you go into... let's hear about the show, and I want to hear about who wrote the intro, because
yes.
It's gotta be. I'm remembering like Step by Step, like those type of intros. This is what kind of intro this was. Yet the show wasn't a comedy; it was a drama, and it was some action involved. So
now I thought the same thing. Like I was like, oh, maybe it's the same guy who wrote the theme songs for Step by Step or Family Matters, and I'm sure I was totally wrong. The artist who sang and wrote this song, I'll Be There, Jimmy Jameson, and passed away in 2014, who was an American musician, singer, and songwriter, best known as Jimmy Jameson, was a frontman of various bands like Target and Cobra and the platinum-selling rock band Survivor. So he was the frontman for Survivor, which Survivor wrote Burning Heart for Rocky IV.
Oh my God, yes. Holy nostalgia.
So this guy is like Unbelievable. He wrote the theme song to Baywatch. He wrote theme songs for Karate Kid, which was The Moment of Truth, and Burning Heart for Rocky 4, plus other top 20 hits like I Can't Hold You Back, High on You, The Search is Over, and Is This Love? He toured with the band's name between 1992 and 2000 to later rejoin Survivor until 2006, and from 2011 until he died in 2014. Claimed as one of the best male vocalists. He co-wrote and performed the theme song to I'm Always There for Baywatch. So there you go.
Dude,
when we get to Rocky 4, I'm dying to get there, but I'm going to say this. That song, Burning Heart, it makes the movie.
Yes.
Just like this opening theme song by Jimmy Jameson makes the show Baywatch.
It's so good.
So good.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
So catchy.
Yeah. But the show is so stupid.
The show is ridiculous. It's about lifeguards in what? Florida? No,
this is LA.
LA.
California. Yeah.
Yeah. And like just the drama that these people have to deal with all the time is like, imagine having to always deal with that as a lifeguard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
they're like going after drug runners and like human traffickers, and people must be drowning everywhere because they're too busy trying to like do other things.
Yeah. And like the cops never do anything. So it's all Baywatch that takes care of it.
Yeah. It's all lifeguards. Lifeguards do everything. Yeah. This guy who's the cop, Gregory Allen, whatever, he, never catches anyone without David Hasselhoff catching someone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This show is hilarious.
There are so many openings though to this show because they had to keep adding lifeguards. So Pam Anderson was on it, Nicole Eggert was on it, Yasmin Bleeth. But they all cycled out. And there was that one woman who was like, I guess, and that one guy who was like a bald dude. Like, was he like the only real lifeguard on the whole show?
The show is ridiculous. It was just about good-looking people being half naked on the show and wearing a bathing suit constantly.
Yeah.
And Hasselhoff like being the ultimate lifeguard.
Yeah. And having the ultimate tan.
Yeah. It was great. The intro is kind of like Saturday Night Live. Like it can be cut to different people, like starring Parker Stevenson.
Yeah. Totally like SNL opening. Exactly. That's hilarious.
Just like you could just add them in the middle. And like when they got older, and like you said, like Pam Anderson got involved in it.
Yeah.
It just, they could just kept adding and taking away people.
Yeah.
As the people got different careers or went on to other things, or some people wanted to be involved. But yeah, it was perfect to show off California. Like that's what this was.
From 1999 to 2001, there was Baywatch Hawaii, which David Hasselhoff also starred in. And guess who was on that? Jason Momoa.
Really?
Yeah, Jason Momoa was on Baywatch Hawaii in 1999. Wow. Dude, this show is... The reason why this show works is because they knew exactly what it was, like you said. It was just a dumb show about lifeguards, and it's literally just like, hey, slow motion running. None of these people can actually ever be lifeguards. There's no way that Pam Anderson could be a lifeguard. It's impossible. But it was just like, we're going to put her in a bathing suit and just run towards the camera. That's it.
Yeah, but they dealt with some really dark stuff in this movie.
Oh, God. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Really dark.
Dude, the overview of this is Baywatch revolves around the work of a team of lifeguards and their interpersonal relationships, with plots usually centering on dangers related to the beach and other activities pertinent to the California, later Hawaii beach lifestyle. Topics from earthquakes and shark attacks to serial killers serve as plot conflicts on the show. Saving people from drowning is one of the most typical situations used in the show. But let me just say this, that they went from earthquakes to shark attacks all the way to serial killers.
Yeah. It was like 21 Jump Street, except on the beach.
Yes, it's totally.
You could even say it was like, Law and Order. But they were the beach cops. And like that's why the movie with the Dwayne The Rock Johnson kind of makes fun of that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are just lifeguards. What are you doing? Like, stay out of our business. You know,
Oh, God.
so it plays on that.
Dude.
You know,
The show was canceled after its first season on NBC, but survived through syndication and later became the most watched television show in the world with an estimated weekly audience of 1.1 billion viewers, despite consistently negative critical reviews, earning it a reputation as pop culture phenomenon and frequent source of illusion and parody. The show ran in its original title and format from 1989 to 1999. From 1999 to 2001, with a setting change and large cast overhaul, it was known as Baywatch Hawaii. Then it spawned a spin-off series, Baywatch Nights, which aired for 2 seasons from 1995 to 1997. The other thing, but there was the opening theme for season 1 was a totally different song by Peter Cetera called Save Me, which we didn't listen to because that's not the song that everyone knows Baywatch by. So I'm Always Here by Jimmy Jameson is the one that, we're, looking at. Then Let Me Be the One was the opening theme by Fiji in season 11.
Wow.
David Hasselhoff also sang, though, the ending theme, Current of Love, seasons 2 to 4. Then I Believe by David Hasselhoff and Laura Branigan in season 5. So Hasselhoff.
Yo, shameless plugs. Need to remind everybody, if you're listening and you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the podcast, like, share, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter, comment, let us know what you would like us to test, and let us know if you agree with all the other tests. Shameless plugs.
This episode is sponsored by Lithology Brewing Company out of Farmingdale, New York. It's a nano brewery. Come down on ingredients, 60% New York ingredients. Edit point.
Shameless plugs.
If you love this podcast and you're a sponsor out there,
You want to tip me?
Yeah, you can email us at the nostalgiatest@gmail.com. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it
He's
ran
got
for
it.
11 seasons and had 242 episodes.
Dude, 11 seasons? That's fantastic. I mean, it was perfectly, like you said, it was perfectly cheesy.
Yeah.
It kind of knew what it was.
Totally.
And people loved it. It was a soap opera that everybody got into.
Totally, yeah. I mean, the lyrics to the opening theme are unbelievably great. And I think like when I watch the opening theme, and not even when I watch the theme, like everyone's gonna be like, oh, of course, it's slow motion running and blah blah blah. You got paramedic. I don't care about that part. The part that I cared mostly about was right in the beginning, those drums, and I was like, here we go. And I was just like, this show is garbage, but I'm like already want to watch it. You know what I mean? And it just gets you hooked immediately.
No, definitely. Love it. I'm going to vote. This is it. This is definitely passing the test. I think it's great as a song. It's great intro. It's a great, I would say it's 90s. I mean, I know it was 1998.
Yeah.
I guess.
1989.
1989, you could say. But it was kind of like moving towards a new way of looking at 90s movies. So on the list, this is different. And I think it had a different vibe to it.
Absolutely.
It was exactly what Miami Vice should have been.
No, totally.
But it Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff jumped on this thing. Totally. He carried this show.
Oh, yeah.
Then he got Pam Anderson to join. Yeah. And that was it. The show was a phenomenon.
Yasmin Bleeth,
come on, man.
His son wanted to be a lifeguard. David Hasselhoff's son.
Yeah. Cody.
Cody. Oh my God.
He used to skimboard.
Yeah. Oh, skimboarding. Let's put that to the test. Fails. But
terrible.
But I would say that I agree. This passes the test. Even without the show, the song itself is awesome. I mean, if we're talking about the same guy, who did the song for Rocky IV, I mean, I'm on top. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Hearts on Fire. I mean, come on now.
Oh, dude, and great montage scene on Hearts on Fire.
Oh, great montage scene. I mean, when this episode comes out, obviously people have already heard Steve Herrera's his opinion that Rocky IV sucked, and he's wrong.
He's
100%
terribly wrong. Steve Herrera is terribly wrong. How do you say Rocky 4 sucks? Like, shut up. Shut up.
But Baywatch totally passes the nostalgia test. Awesome theme song. Awesome opener. Gets you going. It's cheesy. It's weird. It's hilarious. I mean, it's Baywatch.
All right.
Wow, well, Manny.
This is it. Came to a test. Came to the list. We are done.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to say, Dan, besides the usual to tell our fans and our adoring fans, or if this is the first time you are listening and you have stuck it through this whole list, and you want to listen to more, go and check it out. Subscribe, like, share, come up with a test yourself. Tell us we were wrong, even though we know we're right. Let us know what you feel about this list and what other drama TV shows we should do their intro. Absolutely. Or even should we put one of these to the actual test? Like maybe we think these shows are good.
Yeah.
And then like, well, we haven't. The problem is like, how many episodes do you watch? Like, until you say like, no, this is a good show, or no, we need to put this away. I guess that's the test, right? Can you last through a whole first season?
Yeah.
Of any of these shows.
I mean, I think like that's something we're going to have to figure out, because I really think we're going to have to start putting some of these shows to the test, like shows wise. I mean, Knight Rider, Baywatch. I mean, even when we go all the way back to Family Matters, like, we have to put it to the test. I know we started that and
it's tough.
It's a commitment, but
it is.
Yeah. Everybody, let us know what you think. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Nostalgia Test, on Twitter at Nostalgia Test. Hit us up, let us know what you think. We're going to be posting about this episode. Give us your opinion. You agree or disagree? Does it pass or not pass? Or hit us up on our email, thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Subscribe to the pod and share it with people. But yeah, anything else, Manny Quello?
No, that's it, man.
Awesome. Well, everybody,
see you next time.
Boom. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time, because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.